I actually like Pokémon Scarlet and Violet. Yes, despite what the internet says and the terrible ratings it gets, I enjoyed these games and I want to show you why they're actually good. And before we start, gonna preface, I'm not talking about the DLC. I never bought that, but from what I've heard, it's pretty good. But I'm still not paying for it. First are the valid complaints. There's a lot of complaints about the game. A lot of them are invalid, but I gotta give credit to some of these complaints as they are true. The first, the most common of the complaints, is the poor graphics. I can't explain it. Pokemon Company, this one's on you. I can't help you with this. When the game is running smoothly, I got no complaints. But did you catch what I just said? When the game is running smoothly. The game is far too often experiencing frame rate drops that just make the game unplayable at times. Not to mention, it looks disgusting. If graphics is something you strongly care about, I understand why you don't like these games. The other complaint I agree with is the game is way too easy, which is much less of a complaint than the graphics. With minimal grinding opportunities, the enemy teams need to be tougher to give some sort of a challenge, but they aren't. The Elite Four and especially Champion Geeta are way too easy and offer no challenge to anyone who made it past the 8 gyms. And Pokemon Company, please for the love of God, why are you allowing access to the box in the middle of the Elite Four? That should never be a thing. I already don't like that you can access the box anywhere, but in the Elite Four, that should be illegal. That's all the valid complaints. Now for the invalid complaints. First is people complaining about terrestrialization. Terrestrialization is an incredible gimmick. It is so balanced, it makes the game a whole lot funner. It's arguably better than Mega Evolution.
What did he say?
Yes, I said it. Mega Evolution, design-wise, clears terrestrialized Pokemon designs. I had a lot more hope for when they announced terrestrialization. But terrestrialization is just so balanced. During any battle, any Pokemon can change the course of how it's going with just one button, terrestrializing to change one typing. This gives so much freedom and just the right amount of uncontrollable chaos while still keeping the game balanced. I much prefer having the opportunity for any of my Pokemon to change the course of a battle than just one Pokemon holding a Mega Stone, which you know what they're gonna do. Another complaint that I hate is the Gen 9 Pokédex being weak. What are we talking about? I mean, look at the box arts. Look at the Paradox Mons. Look at the Cutie Mons. Look at the Cool Mons. I mean, the Gen 9 Pokédex is awesome. I think they did a great job giving some Pokemon that needed a bonus evolution or regional form, giving them that justice they deserve. I think the starters are solid. I mean, especially in their baby forms. It just gets hate because it's the newest gen. But the Pokemon here are awesome. I love the Paldea Pokédex. Now, people love to hate on the story, especially the Titan Mons and Team Star. Now, is the plot as compelling as, say, the Unova games? Absolutely not. But do those 2 new storylines add something on top of the 8 gym badges for you to do? Absolutely. Yeah, Team Star is just a bunch of weird kids who were bullied, but they offer a good challenge. Lastly, a very stupid complaint for why you wouldn't want to play the game is, well, in other games you have to beat the champion to get the box art legendary, but this one's just given to you and eat sandwiches. You can't use them in battle until after you beat the champion. Why are we complaining? All it does is get rid of having to keep a mon in your party just for 8 gems. And instead, you get to ride a cool dragon. Why are we complaining about this? It's not like you can use them in the Elite Four. Now, some other compliments I want to give to the game. I really enjoyed the game being open world. I do think they could have done better if there was some scaling involved so you could fight the gym leaders in whatever order you wanted. But still, it was an awesome new thing to add to the game. The minimal grinding is something I did enjoy, despite it making the game easier, but I'll always appreciate not having to spend hours training up mons. On top of that, the shiny hunting I think is really perfect. I think it's just the right rarity of shinies where you could come across 1 or 2 randomly in your playthrough, or you could spend an hour or 2 shiny hunting the one you want. Now, is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet the best Pokemon games ever made? No, but do they get way too much hate? Absolutely. Let me know your feelings about the games, whether you liked them, didn't like them, or if you feel differently. And if I missed any complaints about the game, let me know.